If you clicked on this video, you might be asking yourself, what is Conflict of Nations World War III? Conflict of Nations is a free-to-play military strategy video game where you play with and against real people. Well, now you're probably thinking, how can I play Conflict of Nations, and what do I do in the game? For this video, we'll just call the game Conflict for short. Conflict can be played on multiple devices such as PC by just simply going on your web browser, as well as downloaded in the App Store for iOS and Android, so practically anyone can play this game. Once you boot up the game, you'll be given an intro sequence and instructions in order to start strengthening your country or state. To do this, we must create army bases in your cities, which will give you the ability to create a specific unit in that city. But before you can create said unit, you must first research the unit you want to make. For example, if you want to create a motorized infantry unit, I must first build an army base in this city, which we already have here, and then click the mobilization button, and then start making the unit right here. And as you can see here, it'll take 19 hours until this unit is ready to go. Other things like recruiting offices can be built to help speed up the process of in-game hours to wait for these units to be ready. If you click the Construction tab, you'll be able to see everything that you can build in your cities. Of course, here we have our army base. As you can already guess, naval bases can only be made on cities that are on the coast. So as you can see, this one's on the coast, as well as this one. And naval bases can be used to deploy destroyers, aircraft carriers, things of that sort. Of course, if you have it researched. And lastly, air bases can be built to create aircraft such as jets and bomber planes. So there we have it. That's how you play Conflict of Nations. Oh wait, you're curious about how I win the game? Or how can I team up with other people? Well, there's two ways to win the game. The first way is that you play solo and try your absolute best to win against all odds. Or you can team up with other players in a coalition where your VP points will be higher to win, but as long as your teammates have your back, you can win easier. Now you might be wondering, what are VP points? VP points, or victory points, is the total amount of points you need to win the game you're currently in. You get victory points by capturing other people's cities as well as their surrounding land or provinces, but remember, cities are worth more victory points. So for example, this city is worth a total of 5 victory points if we capture it, compared to just one plot of land is worth 1 victory point. When you win a game, you get a certain amount of gold that is determined by how much victory points you collected at the time of winning. Gold is the in-game currency that can also be bought in the store, but it is important because it's used to complete research, create units, and all does this instantaneously. Okay, so now we know that we should build and research what we want in our cities and go solo or gather allies to aid in our conquest to take over the map. But unfortunately, it's not that simple. There are many things to know about conflict and numerous strategies that could be used to your advantage. My best advice to you is to research new things and develop more strategies to help your gameplay and overall experience. After all, the game is still constantly being updated and more people find out about the game every day. At times, the game can be frustrating, especially if you're new, but don't worry, you will quickly get the hang of things and find out what works for you in your games. Conflict of Nations is one of my personal favorite video games and truly encapsulates strategy gameplay combined with a multiplayer role-playing experience. So go ahead, join a game and play as Russia and make a coalition called the USSR and have fun with it. At the end of the day, the game is what you make out of it, and it's up to you to learn more about the game so you can get better at it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe to see more content like this. Comment below and ask what you want to see next. And as always, Grim out.